Welcome to the Wobbly Wheel Studio. Today we're going to be talking about the 1986 Honda VF1000R, which is a replica of the RW1000 something or other, race bike. Now it all started in 1984 when Honda brought out the VF1000, and they brought out this beautiful motorcycle, the VF1000R, in Europe. What Honda didn't think is we would find out about the European version. They were wrong. We found out and we demanded that they bring this motorcycle to the United States. Look at it. It's going fast just sitting there. It's an awesome looking motorcycle. Well, they brought it to us in 1985 with two modifications. The first one was, in Europe they had dual headlights. They didn't get that certified with dot in time to use, so they used a single headlight. So the double headlights with the 1986 model is the much sought after model. Another part is Honda decided that Americans, well, we're not svelte, at least not svelte as Europeans. So they changed the shape of the gas tank for us Americans. European model does look better, but yeah, the American gas tank's okay. So Honda really did get it right in 1986 with the updated headlight. They painted the triple clamps in gold, and yeah, good looking motorcycle. Now the Honda was packed with technology, so I'll try to get through all of it in an entertaining way. I will not use graphics. On the very front, it had forks that basically resembled wet noodles, but what made them even better, or worse, was the anti-dive technology, which is par for the course in the 80s. Terrible. One cool thing that I'm unaware of any other motorcycle came with was a quick release front axle. Very racy. Not only did it have that, it had a fork brace, thinking you tie the two forks to be that much stronger. I think it caused more problems than it helped, but you know, they tried. On to the, let's see here, the top of the forks here, we have, of course, you have adjustments for the compression, rebound, dampening, and of course we use air for our spring preload. Not only did we have that, we have these one of a kind. These are actually really cool. I don't think any other sport bike, especially not for the era, have these. These are adjustable handlebars, so you can go from everything from a race bike to 8 hangers. Don't believe me? Look at this picture. Yeah, I know, sexy. Okay, let's go down to the fairing, which is actually made from fiberglass, not plastic, none of that cheap toy plastic. No, this is nice, thick, and heavy. Exactly what you want in a sport bike. We go down to the fairing. It actually had active aerodynamics. Yes, just like the Corvette. So with this one, it was convenient. You're riding along and you want to change the aerodynamics of your motorcycle. You reach out and push that little flap. That easy, right? While you're riding, you can adjust your aerodynamics. One for each side. We don't want to be unbalanced, like some people I know. And also while you're riding, you can close it by reaching your hand in the vent right next to the hot engine. Hopefully you're wearing gloves. You should know better. And you can close it. Pretty cool. It also had gear-driven cams, like the word says right here. They sound pretty cool. You can hear it. It sounds like a hamster running in a wheel. Not much different. Not only did it have this, of course it was the V4 configuration. This is the hardest motorcycle I think ever produced to work on. Literally coined the name Knuckle Buster. It was named after this motorcycle. After that, you have the very heavy but cool looking, not extruded, cast swing arm, because again, heavier is better on a sport bike. One thing it did have the replica Comstar wheels that were used on race bikes at the time, and they are very cool looking. And the last thing it had, which isn't all that unique now, was kind of back then, was the rear seat cowl, because that kept you from flying off the back of this thing under hard acceleration. Many people died when they didn't have that on. It's a fact. The cost of having all this technology, other than being the most expensive sport bike in 1986, was it weighed, I was going to say a ton, and we're going to go for 2 tons. And, you know, on most motorcycles, they try to get the weight down low. You know, if you weigh 600 pounds, if you get the weight down low, it still handles pretty good. The weight on this, I think, is about 10 feet up in the air. That's dead center on this motorcycle. It was extremely top heavy. Kind of like the 2 world's fattest twins on a dirt bike. Yeah, that kind of top heavy. Negative aside, it's a great motorcycle to look at. It is really cool. It sounds good, but still a very fun motorcycle to ride on. And again, just to look at it, it's gorgeous. This has been a review of the 1986 Honda VF1000R. I thought it was very thorough and factual. In the future, don't know when, there's some very rare customized parts for this motorcycle that I have, and I'm trying to track down the individual who made them, and maybe we can do an interview, which would be really cool for me, not them. Anyway, so this has been the Wobbly Wheel Studio. Please subscribe, share, and like, and until next time.
Left engine.